voice sounds weird, it's because I'm a little sick. I apologize. So, there's a brand new Hell of a Boss short.
Daddy.
I haven't talked about the other two, but you know me, I just like to skip around a little bit, so I'm going to talk about the third one before the first two, because I no good reason. So this short kind of follows Blitz in a solo adventure, which is kind of refreshing, because with these shorts, there's only like 4 to 5 minutes of episode really to focus on anything, so I think having just one or two characters be the focus is a really smart way of getting around the time constraint, and also it kind of gives us a higher density of actual plot in the short. Very quickly, we see that the episode focuses around this girl who's a fanfic. This girl has problems, and they don't hold back. You know, it's Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel. It's VisiPop. If she designs a character who's a fanatic weeaboo, she's gonna be a fanatic weeaboo. They're gonna go the whole 9 yards, okay? They're gonna go, in fact, they'd go 100 yards beyond what they need to.
Oh, you're one of those.
If you pause on any frame that has a shot of her room, you will find a lot of things in the background. It's probably the highest density of background gags in any one episode or short I've ever seen. And Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel, they really like these things with the background gags. My favorite one is in episode 1 of Hell of a Boss, where it's a sign that Blitz paid an ad for, and then they just write his entire thing on it. It's a great joke. It's amazing. I love it. This episode, it's very, because there's background gags everywhere, it's kind of hidden even more because there's just so much going on in the background. You can't focus on any one thing. There's like books on furries, there's books on like fanfic books, there's statues of people implying vor, there's this woman has every single fetish in the entire lexicon of the known human discography of fetishes. Like, there's nothing that is off limits to this woman. And she needs to die, okay? She needs to die. But she has shield. Ooh, angelic shield. Another win for the angels. You know, I'm really happy that, like, the angels keep getting more and more gear to add to their loot pool, and the demons, they kind of, like, keep having nothing. It's really sad. I hope that one day my demon boys, they can invent some kind of thing that's, like, a fuck you. Like, it kind of feels like Playground Rules, where it's like, I'm gonna stab you with my demon knife, and it's like, no, you can't do that. My angelic pendant that I bought on Temu protects me from that. And it's like, okay, well, fucking... bitch, that's just stupid. That's dumb. But in this episode, it's used as like an excuse so that the girl, who clearly can't fight back, is able to get in as many of her jokes as possible. Which is, look, if you don't like lowbrow humor, you don't like humor that is kind of like making fun of something that's cringy, you're not gonna like this short. I was fine with it. I think that the short has... The reason I kind of am fine with it is because Blitz is just so non-interactive with all of it. He just does not give a shit. Which is kind of funny, because if you look at the jokes that the girl's making, Blitz has made a bunch of these jokes himself at other characters' expenses, so seeing him react so negatively to it when the jokes are like flipped on him, having him be the butt of jokes that he's made, is kind of funny. It's really entertaining in a way where, like, if this was Moxie, for example, I wouldn't be laughing nearly as much, but with Blitz, it's kind of like, you wouldn't expect him to do that, so it's kind of interesting. Also, the fact that it seems like at the end of the short he's mastered his gauntlet a bit better, or maybe he just wasn't as stressed out after having finally killed her, or maybe he did feel a little bit of love for her in the end, and that's why his gauntlet acted up immediately. Or maybe the love that she shared for him was so powerful that it just triggered the gauntlet. Who knows? I do also like the fact that Blitz made sure to get a couple extra stabs on the girl before leaving. I thought that was pretty funny. And I think that the funniest thing of all that everyone saw coming is the fact that the girl is going to obviously be in hell, and what are you going to do? I mean, come on. She's of course going to be in hell. And her design in hell is actually like one of the better character designs, to the point where I kind of hope she's like in a future episode. I know that sounds weird for how cringy and awful of a character she is. And I mean cringy just in the sense that, like, she's really fucking annoying. But her character design is really good, and, you know, maybe there could be some development there. I don't know. Maybe she's, like, done a horrible crime in the past, because it'd be kind of weird if she was only in hell for the fanfic thing. That makes my mind worry about what else she's into, because it seems like nothing's off limits. But whatever, we'll focus on the main plot. I do also think that there might be some people who are, like, huge fanatical fans of Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel, and might feel, like, targeted or called out by this episode specifically. I don't know how they're gonna take being made the pseudo butt of a joke, because, like, I know there's some Hell of a Boss fans who are, like, hugely fanatical about the show, and seeing an episode that basically takes a huge fan of something and, like, derides and mocks them for, like, 4 minutes straight, that might not rub them the right way. So I'm interested to see how Twitter's gonna look after this. I don't know. You don't know. Who knows? As far as how I would rate this short, I think a plot of an episode like this definitely does better as a short. And while it was pretty cringy, I'd say it's probably like a 3.5 out of 5. I actually found myself enjoying it. I thought that was pretty funny. I think this is the perfect type of episode to make a short about because it doesn't have too much substance to it, but you can really pull a ton of joke mileage out of it. And also, it's not really plot important. If you don't like the shorts, you can just skip them. So, I like it. I like it. You know, call me a little bit of a forced positivity. Maybe I'm forcing my positivity right now, but I don't think this was so bad. But I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it again because my god, was it fucking cringy.